Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com and I've made a new bigger card read for you. This time it's a full love tarot spread, Celtic cross spread. Now I've made 3 readings here. It's a timeless reading. Whenever you get into it is good. Each one of them has got a deeper dive as well, an extended reading that goes with it. So if you find that it is your story, it could be a story, you might want to get that. In that deeper dive, I'm going to reveal the outcome cards from this Celtic cross spread. I'm also going to be getting a timing card out if that's relevant, and also cards out from all of these love decks that I've got on the shelves back here for further clarity, guidance, all that kind of thing. And so if you're interested in that, toward the end of each of these readings, I'll be popping a link for that up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So all you need to do now is take a pick. Which one do you want? Would you like the crystal? It's called like ammonites. I know. It's kind of a shelly crystal, so it's confusing. I wanted to call you shells, and I might have called you shells, in fact. But you're a crystal. Or the flower. How gorgeous is this? Absolutely gorgeous. Or the shell. Take a pick now. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. It really helps my channel out when you do that interactive stuff on here. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell as well. Enjoy your reading. I'll see you in there. So if you chose the crystal and also the Tarot of Mystical Moments, and this one is for you. Crystals, let's do a full love tarot spread for you, Celtic cross spread. As always, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that it is your story or could be a story, you might want to get that. In the extended reading, I'm going to reveal the outcome cards from this Celtic cross spread. I'll also be getting cards out from these romance decks that I've got at the back as well and giving you advice for the situation, just going deeper into it all, and the progression forward as well, and possible timelines if that's appropriate for it. And so yeah, if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for it in the description box and in the comments below. So what's this reading all about? This reading is about 2 of Pentacles. It's about getting balance in your romantic relationships, or getting a balanced romantic relationship. So if you have been in romantic relationships where there is a lack of balance, where perhaps you're putting a lot of effort in and they're not, or you end up getting to these relationships where you're realizing you're doing all the work, or you're carrying way too much of the load. It shouldn't be like that, you know. It should be reciprocal. It's about that. It's about you getting that balanced relationship that you want. Now, the 2 of Pentacles is about finding an internal balance. So this might be about your clarity on the kind of relationship that you want as well. Okay, so what's hindering you in this? What is crossing you? What's crossing crystals? Hanged Man, you keep on changing your mind. Right, so the Hanged Man, you keep on changing your mind about that. So I was picking up that this about balance. Yeah, it's about getting a balanced relationship. But what kind of a person will give you that balanced relationship? Feels to me like you keep on changing your mind about that. I think I'm talking to a subset of you guys that are watching me that are fine-tuning what it is that they want in a partner. Now, you might have been flip-flopping from one, so it's like, I want a passionate relationship. You get into a passionate relationship, it's like, no, that really sucks badly when that breaks up. And then you might go, no, go for choosing someone with my mind more, and then you're like, no, this is really boring and not what I want. Or that could be you, and you might be fine-tuning it now, as in realizing, I want that and that and that, you know. I'm a good mix in myself of all of these things. I'm a balanced person. I want that in my person. Or you might be realizing, perhaps I'm not as balanced as I thought. For some of you, you might be overgiving. You know, if you find that you've been in imbalanced relationships, and there's a reason that you're overgiving. You're either choosing people that to help. So you might be a healer, say, and instead of just doing your healing for your work and helping people that need help, you might be choosing to be friends with them. You might be choosing to have relationships with people that are damaged. So you might be confusing that attraction to the damaged ones, and instead of helping them with your work, getting into relationships with them. So your empathy might be working against you. It could be something like that. But If you find that you're getting into situations, into relationships that are unbalanced, it's because of something that you're doing. You're willing to do that. You're willing, or you're choosing the wrong people, or a mixture of them both. There's a need for you to change your mind here, a little bit more consciously than a reaction change in your mind. Yeah. So with the Hanged Man, this is what's holding you back, is you changing your mind. I feel like it's talking about you changing your mind in reaction to what it is that you want, rather than changing your mind with a clarity of exactly what it is that you want. That makes sense? So how do things look on the face of it for crystals? On the face of it, you have the Two of Cups, a love offer, right? A significant love offer, right? So on the face of it, it feels like, well, they seem to be offering love. They seem to be the one and offering a lot. And then I get into it, and then it turns out they're not offering that much. So you might have somebody showing up at the moment, or someone that's presenting in front of you that you want to have this big love offer from. Let's find out what's behind that. What's behind that? You might be worried, like, is this another imbalanced relationship? Am I choosing right this time? Wow, Ace of Cups is behind that. So a lot of feeling, they make you very happy kind of thing. And the Knight of Wands, very passionate. So there's a nice mix here with this person that's coming in, person that you're focused on at the moment, that you think is a big love offer kind of thing. Make you feel very happy, a lot of happiness there. Knight of Wands, passion, moving towards you kind of thing. So very seductive kind of an energy, extremely seductive kind of an energy there. Very tempting. But you see, the core of your reading is about these imbalances that have been happening and your reactions to them. So let's get deeper into this. What is in the past energy then for crystals? Past energy is the Sun, happiness. So perhaps when you met this person, they made you very happy. It's like, at last I've met somebody, kind of an energy. This feels like the one. You're either waiting for this big love offer from them. Oh, they seem to have all the right mix. For sure. There's this feeling with the Sun card that it doesn't feel like someone has kind of in a relationship and they've made you happy. You could be making yourself happy, and then you meet someone and there's that fizzy kind of feeling, you know, that giddiness inside when our inner children seem to leap for joy, and it's like this one kind of a feeling. Yeah, I think you've met somebody and you've had that excitement and that feeling of, they make me really happy. There's something in that feeling, right? What's in the near future for crystals? The near future for crystals. Near future. The Empress, the birth of something new, being fully valued and recognized. So you might have been in this Empress mode of feeling, you know, making yourself happy, and then realizing just how much you deserve. I think, yeah, just how much you deserve. The Empress, she knows what she deserves. And then the Ten of Wands, to put those burdens down, right? It's these imbalances, you see, these imbalances that you have experienced. Is this one the right relationship to choose? Have you put those burdens down yet that have caused you, even though you've been the Empress, to get into these unbalanced relationships? So remember what I said, is if you've been in unbalanced relationships, there is something that you're doing, and I recognize it in myself, because I used to get in unbalanced relationships. It's like, how come I can't receive? That's the question I kept on asking myself. Why can't I receive from these people? Why is it always me taking care of it, them, me sorting everything out? And what I realized was, it was my healer kind of self that was working against me. So what I was doing is, I was choosing people to be in relationships with, to be in friendships with, that were appealing to the healer side of myself, who should be customers, not friendships and relationships. There should be customers, right? So my heart was going out to, I was feeling that empathy for wounded people, for people that need healing, right? And then I was making friends with them. Then I was getting in relationships with them. And then I couldn't receive from them, of course, because they should have been a customer, right? And so I got it then. It's like, oh, it's not that I've got a problem with receiving. I've just been too willing to give my energy to these people for free, instead of it being about work, for free in relationships. Instead of choosing the people that don't have that stuff going on. So it's like I had to keep my empathic healer side just for my work, and then change my mind to then choose and recognize and choose balanced people, right? People that don't have those issues. Not that you can find someone without any issues, but if someone's presenting, I used to be attracted to people that were presenting with those issues, presenting their energy. It was the biggest thing in their energy. My heart would go out for them, and I thought that was love, and it is a form of love, of course, but it's not a good decision for a relationship. So you might have been doing something similar there, is this getting into relationships based on that. So accepting the burdens of that. So even though you know that you're the Empress, then you're going to other people for relationships with them, and then allowing yourself to be burdened. Well, have you put those burdens down? You want to put those burdens down now. It could take quite a bit of reprogramming to choose people that are also Empress energy, rather than, I think you need to ask yourself now, this person, you can predict whether it's going to be a balanced relationship or not, but you have to be brutally honest with yourself. Have you chosen this person again because of their wounding? Is this you saying, I am willing to work to be a healer in this situation. I'm willing for it to be one-sided. I am attracted to their wounded side for me to pour that love into them. That feels like love to me. Because if that's you, and you're recognizing that in yourself, it's really your inner child that needs that healing. It's your inner child that needs that attention from you. You need to do that for yourself. And you're not doing that for yourself if you're allowing yourself to be in romantic relationships with these wounded people, because they're not going to take care of the inner child. Your inner child. They're not going to take care of your inner child. They're not even taking care of their own inner children. Wow. So this is calling you to kind of wake up in a way and assess this situation very clearly, of this love offer that you've got coming in, or this person that you've got focused on. Yes, the passion's there, the love's there, but this love, this Ace of Cups feeling, is that you again thinking, I can love this person so much because they're lacking self-love and I want to fill them full of love because they're on a deficit? Or is it you choosing someone that's balanced already? Because your balance is in question here. This reading is saying, yeah, maybe you're not balanced. Maybe you're unbalanced in this. The Empress and the Ten of Wands says it all, because they're very different energies. You might have been working your way to get to this Empress, this divine feminine status, and you might still be willing to pour your energy into someone that is wounded, to pick up all those burdens. Don't do it this time. Catch yourself before you do it. What else is this reading about? It's about the Two of Pentacles. It's also about the Five of Swords. So it's like the pain you've been causing yourself. So, and they don't mean to hurt us. These people, they don't mean to hurt us. They don't mean to take from us. It's just they've got nothing to give. If you're a wounded person, you don't have anything to give in a relationship. You need that energy from them. You need that love from them. You're in a deficit. They don't mean to hurt us, but this is how it feels at the end, like heartbreaking, like someone's ripped your heart out. Because you end up losing out. It's like, why didn't you love me? Why didn't you love me in that kind of a way? This sounds familiar. Past relationships. You felt like you were missing out at the end of it. Because unbalanced relationships, it's not enough. We can do it for a while and we feel good to give. But then when it's ongoing, it's just exhausting. And you feel terrible because your inner child is receiving even less love. Your person feels great because you're pouring your love into them, but what happens is you break up and they go back to exactly where they were before, because you can't do the healing work for someone else. They've got to do it themselves. So you've been the supply to them, codependent supply to them, to wounded people. And it breaks your heart. This is about ending this pain that you've been causing yourself. Now only you can do this work. Can't do it for you. I can point these things out, point you in the right direction, tell you the stories of when I've been through these energies, but you're going to have to do that work to figure it out yourself, within yourself. What are your fears, crystals? Crystals' fears. The Ten of Cups, the happily ever after. You're fearing the happily ever after. Or fearing that it won't be a happily ever after and it's just going to be another unbalanced situation. Yeah, I can imagine that the fear would be, is this another imbalanced situation? It might seem random to you, like, am I going to get unlucky again? But it's not about luck. It's about the choices that you're making. It's always about that. No matter what I'm talking about, people say to me, oh, you're so lucky with the business that you've got. I didn't win it in a lotto, I built it. It was all the choices that I made that I wanted. Well, I started the business when it was bricks and mortars. You know, I had a shop. And then I made choices to shift it all online and stuff like that. The reason that I've got the business that I've got that gives me so much freedom and abundance is because I made those right choices, right? It's not about luck. And it's the same in relationships too. You got to choose a good relationship. Now, it's not all hard stuff. Of course, you need to have this Ace of Cups and the Knight of Wands, the passion, the love, all of that. But you probably do that very, very easily. If you can choose a wounded person and love them, you could choose someone that isn't wounded and love them too, for sure. Any more fears? The Hermit, being by yourself, being left alone. There's a fear about being too picky here and that you'll be left alone. So there's a belief in you that what you want isn't out there, that there are only wounded people out there, that you have no choice, that you need to find a wounded person and then somehow get them to do the work. You think that that's all that's out there. It isn't. It isn't all that's out there. Okay, what are your hopes? The Moon. This has a depth of feeling to it, the Moon. It's also into the unknown as well. It's like you want different now. You want a different kind of a relationship, an unknown. You want this to be different this time. I think you've been in this repeating pattern of very similar relationships. It felt at first when you meet them that it's different this time, and then it ends up in the same pattern of you overgiving, of you being burdened by it and not receiving much back. What are your hopes? And so you're wanting something different now, right? A different emotional experience. Hopes. Two of Wands to choose. Yeah, to choose better. The Two of Wands to make a definitive decision. So I think you guys, you're really taking this decision seriously at the moment. It feels like you've got someone right there. You've got your focus on them. They've got the focus on you. It might be just happening right now. Start of a relationship or about to happen. And so what better time than to get a lot of clarity on this so that you can choose wisely, so that you're not led in the same trap. This is like, it's time to get really clear on what you were doing to choose this burdensome kind of a relationship, to choose this pattern over and over again so that you don't do it this time, so you can see this one clearly. And even like if you find out it's like, damn, it's another one of those wounded people kind of thing, at least you know and you're not getting into it. So I'm getting your outcome cards out now. Okay, that's very good. 3 cards out for your outcome there. Very good cards. Okay, so I'm going to reveal those in the deeper dive read. So if you find that this is your story, it could be your story, you might want to get that. I'll be pulling cards out from all of these romance decks as well for further clarity. Let's get you some advice on this and get you choosing. Let's give you clarity on this person and see if it is more of the same or if it's different this time, so that you can make that decision and experience something different now, you know. It's your time to receive, I'm sure, Crystal. So there you go. If you are interested in that deeper dive, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. Type your email address in very carefully, because if you get it wrong, you're not going to receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. So check in those places. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that crystal on a device that you can open PDFs. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. When you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. Let me know what's going on. Click on the subscribe button along with that notification bell down there as well to hear more from me. And so if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose this flower and the Lightseers Tarot, then this one's for you. Let's do you a full Celtic Cross love reading. Flowers. Find out what's going on in your love life. Now, as always, there's a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. And so if you find that this is your story, or it could be a story, you might want to get that. In that extended reading, I'm going to be revealing the outcome cards from this Celtic Cross spread. I'll also be getting cards out from all of these decks that I've got at the back, the romance decks, to give you further clarity and guidance on this. Perhaps what's going to happen next, how this is going to play out, timings, if that's relevant to this reading, or just guidance. So what's this? Oh, so if you want that deeper dive toward the end of the reading, I'm popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for it in the description box and in the comments too. So what's this reading all about? Well, you've got the devil out first. So addictions, obsessions, the negative fears, or experiencing stuff that you don't want to experience in relationships. Someone abusing you, or someone not caring for you, or someone not giving to you. It's all the stuff that you don't want. Could be quite enticing. What's crossing you? Your choices. The choices that you've been making. Seven of Cups, you know, there's all kinds of things in these cups. Could be confused about the choices. How have I been choosing this devil over and over again? It's enticing. Got an attraction to that for some reason. Let's uncover this. So, flowers, you've been in relationships where there's negative stuff that happens each time. Don't know how you're choosing it. Let's get some clarity for you on all of this. How do things look on the face of it? So how do things appear on the face of it for flowers? Three of Wands, like you're waiting and healing. Yeah. So you're waiting for the results of your healing, or you're waiting and resting for the one that's right for you. So it's almost like waiting for the universe to give you a good one this time instead of a negative one. But very clearly you're choosing the negative ones. Negative, I mean, you know, the ones that come up with this, whatever it is, behavior that you have been experiencing, the addicts, the abusers, the narcissists, the whatever is that devil energy that you've been experiencing. How are you choosing that? It appears like you're waiting for the universe to give you what you deserve. Like, could be like waiting for law of attraction, but when we're talking about relationships and people, there's all kinds of people out there. You can just get out there and choose differently. But we've got this, we can only see what's in line with our beliefs, right? And so you're not going to go to the places or the people to find different if your mind, in your mindset, in your energy, you're thinking everyone's like this or everyone's like that. You're going to keep on looking at those people. What's really behind that is Nine of Pentacles, single and independent. Okay. So what I'm getting from this is you think that you're waiting for something to show up. You're single, independent, still single kind of thing. It's like, when's the universe going to bring me this person? And this, to me, is saying, well, 7.8 billion people out there. There's not a lack of people. The universe has put them right there. They're on the same planet as you. Have they walked through your door? No. Think about it. 7.8 billion people out there. They're not being hidden from you. It's not like you go out and there's no people out there. They're all there, right? Are you waiting for someone to choose you? Is that what it is, when you should be choosing instead? That very well could be what it is, because you're waiting for that perfect person to come along, but they're right there in front of you. All of those people, you get to choose. So, if you have allowed yourself to be the chosen one, what kind of a person would choose you? I don't know. You tell me, what kind of a person are you? Let me know in the comments. What kind of a person are you, flowers? What do people notice about you? You're loving and you're giving and all of that. You've got a very calming, healing energy. Who's going to be attracted to that? Well, people that don't have that. People that are perhaps addicts or unstable or, yeah. Opposites attract until somebody really knows themselves and knows to choose someone that's like them. Opposites attract. And you need to know that. If you're waiting to be chosen, you probably got a lot of opposites that are choosing you. Is that what you've been experiencing? I think it is. Don't wait to be chosen. You get out there and you choose yourself. You choose the ones that you want yourself. Okay. Recent past energy. Recent past energy. Flowers. Lovers. Someone came in, did they? Someone that you're attracted to. And what's coming in the near future? And so you're waiting for them to make a move or something like that? Waiting for them to choose you, to take action? The Fool and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, you're like taking a chance on something, a fresh start, but still with the wounds there. Wounded warrior, being defensive about it. So not going all in. Very contradictory energies, things. I'm going into it, taking a chance on it, like free, like a bird. Behind that, I'm actually wounded and very guarded about this. So all of these wounds, I'm going to mess this relationship up once I get into it because I've got all these wounds and I'm guarded about it. It's going to come out at some point. So you're kind of projecting this energy of the Fool on top of it, going, I want this, I'll give it a go, we'll go down this path. But the guardedness of that devil energy that you've experienced from that, from the wounds. I feel like you guys, you have perhaps perhaps the first relationship that you got into set you off on this course, on this pattern, and you might have just been unlucky to get into a negative relationship first of all, and then it set your attraction pattern off to more of the same and more of the same. Perhaps you didn't have the skills to let things go and to heal stuff at the time, and then each time you got into a relationship and it's reinforced, it's more of the same because you keep on choosing the same kind of a person. You're attracted to that, or you're letting them choose you. Then it's reinforced that everyone's like that, and then you only see those people, you only approach those people, you only allow those kind of people to approach you. Other people are approaching you and you're like, that's not for me. I don't know, there's just something about them, it's not for me. And you're not recognizing that you need to start choosing from amongst those people. What else is this reading about? It's about the devil. So it's about this negative relationship stuff that you've been experiencing. Three of Pentacles. It's about teamwork makes the dream work. It's about collaboration. You want to be with someone. You want to live with someone. You want to build with someone. You want to live life with someone. You want to share what it is that you've got with someone. It's very important to you. Relationship is very important to you. So you've got a big focus on it, but your focus is kind of weird to me. I get it. Your focus is like, universe, bring me someone. And that makes you very susceptible to being chosen by someone that's the opposite of you, someone that wants your energy. Not everyone is choosing in the same way as you. You should be choosing. If you want a job, you don't just go, universe, or maybe you do. Universe, bring me a job, bring me a job, bring me a job. And then, like, you see a sign, McDonald's window, inquire within. Like, this is it, this is it. But you've got a law degree. That's not it, right? You wouldn't do that. You would go looking in the right places. You'd look for jobs in the right place that are at your level. So don't do that in relationships either. Universe, just bring me someone. And then you think that the universe has brought you when it's someone that's choosing you. Someone's out there looking for your energy because they don't have that energy in themselves, and you're taking that as a sign from the universe that they've brought them. The universe has brought them to you because they're right for you. And you're attracted to that. You want a partner. It's important to you. I get it. But a very definite need to be the chooser. You need to be the chosen, so the chosen one now. So when we don't know ourselves, and when we're unhealed and all of that kind of stuff, before we've done the work on ourselves, we're a little bit random in our attractions and all of that. We probably looking for opposites too. We're like, I feel this hole inside of myself. Oh, I'm hardly creative at all. No, they're really creative. We'll go out with them. We try and fill holes with the people that we meet. It's like, oh, I'm not very good with money. I'm gonna meet a rich guy. We try and fill in what we're not when we are unhealed and haven't worked on ourselves. But when we get to this point of we can make ourselves happy, this Nine of Pentacles, single, independent, we've made ourselves happy. We're not going to look out in the world like that. We've got no holes to fill because we're full already. We're a whole person. Then we start looking for someone that is the same as us, right? That can offer as much as we offer. Because we recognize it in ourselves. We go looking for someone that's just like us. They're the relationships that are going to last, someone that's just like us, because you've already put the work into yourself. That's why people say you've got to be happy first, or two whole people come together. So that's why opposites attract, right? Until you've done the work. You're coming across as having done the work, but still choosing the same, or no, still be chosen by the same opposites kind of thing. You will still attract those. Once you've done the work, you will. But you need to recognize it's like, no, you're not my equal. You haven't got any of this great energy. That's why you want to be with me. You're not my equal. And you need to be choosing amongst the equals. That doesn't mean that you need to be in your masculine and actually go and ask them out and do all of the work. You can choose someone and then drop your hanky in front of them, or go smile at them, or show them some kind of an interest and let them step up and choose you. Of course, you want them to choose you too, but it's got to be a definitive decision on your part too. There's like one of them like this. Okay, and you might not want to be in your head about it like that, but you need to be. It needs to be a head and a heart decision. Sure, you need to have feelings for someone, but it's your decision to make. So what are your fears? Being left alone. Any more fears? Yeah, not all of those. Just this one. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is locking something in. It is Doing things by the book as well. So it's commitment. You might have a fear of commitment because, like, what if I commit to someone? You might commit quite easily. What if I commit to someone and it turns out to be more of the same, more of this devil energy? It could be that. It could also be a fear of doing things by the book. It's like I don't want to choose someone with my mind. I want it to be magical. I want it to be my twin flame, my soulmate. I want the universe to bring them. Could be tripping you up. What are your hopes? Hopes. King of Swords, someone that's got clarity, someone that chooses you. Someone that's got clarity. You're hoping for someone to choose with great clarity and for them to say, you're my person. I know it. The 10 of Wands, for you to put those burdens down. You want someone else to do it. Yeah, I get it. It's because you put so much effort in before to relationships. And the Ace of Pentacles, someone's coming with a really big offer now. So you're really wanting like someone to step up, right? And do that. I'll put those back for. Let's get your outcome cards out. As I said, I'm going to be revealing these outcome cards in the deeper dive reading. So if this just sounds like a story, then might want to get that. Oh, outcome cards. Oh, flowers. Okay, I need another one after that because that's an incomplete story. And then another one. Okay, right. You got 5 outcome cards because it tells the story. It's quite a progression there. So yes, you've got an extended kind of a story here. I will reveal those cards for you in the deeper dive. I'll get these cards out as well. Let's get clarity, get some guidance, get you moving forward in the right direction now. Give you clarity on all of this. Perhaps a timeline as well. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below as well. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. Type your email address in very carefully because if you get it wrong, you're not going to receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. So check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that flower on your device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it should do. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. Let me know what's going on. Click on that subscribe button with that notification bell down there as well for me too. So if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, see what these cards are. What is your destiny? Let's find out. And for much, much more, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the shell and the light seers, no, not light seers, Muse Tarot, then this one's for you, shells. Let's do your full Celtic cross spread here on your love life. Find out what's going on. Now, as usual, there is going to be a deeper dive to this as an extended reading that goes with it. And so if you find that this is your story, or could be your story, you might want to get that. In that, I'm going to reveal the outcome cards from this Celtic cross spread. I'm also going to be picking cards out from all of these love decks back here as well to give you a lot of clarity on that, guidance, and a possible time frame if there's something coming in or something in the future coming up that's going to happen. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So what's this reading all about? It's about the 8 of materials. It's about putting the work in and reaping the rewards. About the 9 of inspiration, which is like the wounded warrior moving forward from that, moving forward from the wounds toward your justice, getting what you truly deserve. So this is about when to put the work in, when not to put the work in. To get what it is that you want, your justice, the 11 card, your partner, your true partner, the one that you should be with. What is hindering you in this? This is almost like a reading about what to take action on, when to take action on, when not to take action in your love life or towards someone, what to do and what not to do. It's when to put that work in and when that work is not. So if you've been thinking like, should I get in touch with them or not? It's that kind of thing. It's like this reading is about getting you clear on what is good effort to put into a relationship and what isn't, that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm getting this definite, should I be doing this or not? Should I be Should I be messaging them? Should I be asking them out on a date? What's hindering you is this focus on the happily ever after. A feeling like you want to make it work, and if you put extra effort in, you can make it work, which isn't necessarily the case, because there's got to be a balance. Yeah. Right. Think about a work situation. Think about going into an office. You're new in an office. You could put like so much effort in that you end up being like the doormat kind of thing, the one that will do everything. It's kind of good to prove yourself to do a bit of extra work, but not all of it, right? Because if you do that, yeah, you're going to become the doormat. You will kind of never get promoted, because I can't lose you, the person that's doing all of that extra thing. There's a balance to be had of self-respect and when to go the extra mile and when not to, so that you gain respect from it. You guys, you could be in a connection now that you think could be a happily ever after, and you want to build something in it, but you're unsure about the actions to take, how much to put in, how much skin shall I put in this kind of thing, or am I putting too much in? Should I be doing this or not? It's that kind of thing. Well, how do things look on the face of it? On the face of it, we have the two of emotions. So you've got a love offer, or someone that you would like to have like a big love opportunity with, but you're the five of inspiration out in that. But there's this training kind of an element, like is this the one, or is this another lesson relationship? Because I'm getting to practice on this person. I'm thinking now, am I putting too much effort in this, or should I be making this effort, or should they be making that effort? There's a lot of conscious awareness that I'm picking up from you guys at the moment of like, am I doing too much? Should I say this? Should I get in touch with them or not? Is it their turn to do something? There's a lot of questioning going on. What's behind that? And you want to move it forward. So it's like, I either want this to go to the next stage, or to let go of it, but I want movement because I know what I want. Age of inspiration is like that goal, that target. Like, I know what it is that I want. Is this relationship moving in that direction? Should I be putting more work into it? Or is it like, are they showing me that they're not making the effort, and so I should cut my losses? Have I learned from this relationship, or is this a relationship that will go the distance? That's why you're watching this, isn't it? That's why you're watching this. There's a lot of confusion in this and in your energy at the moment. Like, am I doing too much? Should I be doing this or not? Should I make the extra effort? Is this going to go to the next level? Are they committed? Do they even want that? I always find it strange when people come to me for readings with questions like that, like, do they want commitment or not? Well, you need to ask them that. Not ask me, ask them, right? Why haven't you asked them? Scared of the answer? There's some things that need to be asked directly to the person. What's your recent past energy? The Queen of Emotions, open and receptive. So your heart wide open. Okay, I'll give this person a go. I will go out with them, kind of thing. I'll give them some of my energy. Good. So you've let someone in. Open your heart enough to let someone in. And what's the upcoming future energy? Near future energy. What's coming in? Four of Emotions. This is more like the disappointment. So why aren't they stepping up? Why isn't that big offer coming in? Two of Cups. I feel like your person is kind of, maybe they're the same, confusion, right? Kind of keeping you at arm's length kind of thing, like, I don't want to let you go, nor do I want to take it to the next stage. I'm neither giving you the big offer nor rejecting you. I'm just kind of keeping you there because I'm not sure whether I want to put the effort. Am I doing the right thing, making the effort in this? I think neither of you are sure about each other, which suggests to me you just need to give it more time. Not put so much pressure on it. maybe not put as much work into it. Let it see where it goes. Especially if you're putting a lot of effort in and it's not being returned, there comes a point, right, where you're like, okay, I'm not going to make any more effort now, and let's see if they come back to me. Because sometimes when we do that, we never hear from them again. It's like, oh my God, I was making all the effort. That could be right for you. That could be what this message is for you, because have you ever done that? Like, you get the feeling that you've got like a friendship that's one-sided, and it's like, hang on a minute, if I don't get in touch with them, would they ever get in touch with me? And then you never hear from them again, and you got your answer. No, they wouldn't. They're not making an effort, and that's good to know, right? Because it's a lot of wasted energy that you can reclaim for yourself, putting into other relationships, other friendships. I'm getting this very strong feeling that you can get your own answers here. Let's carry on now. What is this reading also about? Should you put more effort into this? What's this reading also about? Ooh. Ten of Voices, ending the pain. So pain cycles that you've been through, or the pain situation that you're in at the moment. This is kind of like hurting you. You focus on it like, I'm not sure this is right for me, this relationship. Okay, what are your fears? The Nine of Emotions, getting your wishes met. Okay, this is about this person. There's a fear in you that they're going to actually meet your needs. There's a fear of telling them what your wishes are. Because what if they just do that, but then, what if they're just going, oh, whatever you want, dear, kind of thing, I'll do that for you. But what if it's not coming from a genuine place that they really want to love you and give to you? Perhaps they're doing it just to satisfy you. There's something disappointing about this connection. You could have like a yes person, but it doesn't feel genuine. You know, it's very different, right? So if you're like with a really generous person, just really generous, right? And they're like, they offer, you know, they shout things for you. That's very different than saying, oh, could you pay this time, please? And then they're like, yes. But they constantly need being asked for it. That is your effort that you're putting in, not their effort. If you're having to ask for their effort, you've put the effort in by asking them, you know? You're still the only one that's making an effort. I'm getting a feeling here that you don't even want to tell them what the wishes are, because if they just say yes to it, there's still this empty feeling, this disappointed feeling that you've got. It's like, hang on a minute, I got what I wanted. And they might even throw that in your face. Well, I did what you wanted me to do, didn't I? And you're like, yeah, but still not satisfying, is it? When you've had to ask for it, when you've had to work so hard for them to do something. So your fears are even telling them what your wishes are, because then they'll just do that, but there'll still be this empty feeling. What else fears? The muse of inspiration is it can be a player. It can be narcissist as well. We could be talking about a narcissist here, someone that's just really lazy, or just someone that's just will do enough. And there's confusion about this as well that I'm feeling from you guys. So it could, yeah, you could very well be dealing with a narcissist here. You know, that isn't showing that genuine love and caring. Otherwise they'd be offering it, wouldn't they? Are you doing too much in this connection? I would say yes. But they might, if they're a narcissist, then they might be gaslighting you and manipulating you around, going, but I've done this and this and this. What are your hopes? Queen of Materials, this like stability, to feel secure, safe and secure. Any more hopes? Yeah, this person wouldn't be making you feel safe and secure right now. It's someone that's kind of breadcrumbing you, but then pretending that they're not. It's what I'm feeling. The Wheel of Fortune and the Stars. So you're hoping for hope. You're hoping to have hope in this situation. I think it's kind of hopeless. And the Wheel of Fortune for things to change, you know, for your luck to change. Oh, well, let's get your outcome cards out. Outcome cards for shells. What's the outcome of all of this? How is this going to go? Okay. We got 4 cards out there. Right, the order that they came out was this. That one first, and then that one. And then this one, and then... Oh. Yes, okay, nice progression there. I'm glad that last one came out, because that's something to be hopeful about. So, if you want to find out what these are, if this is your story, it could be a story, and you want further guidance on all of this, you want to know what these cards are, and I'll get all of these other decks out as well for further clarity, give you some guidance on this, just get deeper into it and find out more about this, especially guidance. Then you might want to get that deeper dive. I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. Get your email address right, because if you don't, you won't receive it. The email might end up in your inbox. It might end up in your spam, your junk, your promotions folder. Check in those places too. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. You click on the shell on your device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. Leave a comment as well, and click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell. For some reason, I thought I was in the deeper dive then, but no. Anyway, and yeah, if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. Moment of confusion there. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly.